Hello guys and welcome back to War Thunder. This time we will be taking a look at some Swedish aircraft. However, we will not look at either the Spitfire or the Vampire. We will look at some user missions. First off, we have the J29 Flying Barrel. This aircraft, they started the design on it in 1945, right after the war. It first saw service in 51, and this was actually the fastest aircraft for some time. It beat the world record on a 500-kilometer course in 1954, where the average speed was 977 kilometers per hour. The top speed for the J29A was 1035 kilometers per hour. They later made an F variant with a top speed of 1060 kilometers per hour. But this is the A variant, and it actually reaches around 1060 because it is the flight model is based on the MiG-15s, and if you look at the shape of the aircraft, it is actually fairly similar to the MiG-15, with the position of the wing quite high, and it being, well, practically a flying barrel. If you look on the inside, the engine is very far back, and, well, fuel tanks are in the center. You have four 20mm cannons facing straight forward, and the pilot has great visibility in front of him and downwards. As you can see, reaching 800 kilometers per hour, pretty fast. This plane does not come with a cockpit. This is what it looks like on the inside. But I'm sure that the creator will make a cockpit fairly soon. The aircraft that this plane was designed to face was the MiG-15, and later also the MiG-17. It was also a revival of the F-86 Sabre, and it had very comparable stats, especially with the MiG-15. I believe that the Sabre was just a bit faster, but less maneuverable, and it may have had a worse climb rate, but I'm not sure on that. This is a British engine. I can't remember from the top of my head what engine it is, but it is an engine that the Swedes bought from England. And they're interested in England as well. And I am really glad to see these aircraft in War Thunder. I would love to fly it against other players, but unfortunately that won't happen for a while. What I can do instead is shoot down AIs. So let's go have some fun. It does have air brakes. They pop out right from the top of the wings there, as we see. The ailerons are absolutely huge. And the elevator isn't quite as big. It's just the, well, you can see on the tailplane there, the straight black line. That is where the elevator starts. It does turn fairly well, but it will get beaten by vampires and such things. The venoms as well. The cannons are mounted fairly low down on the aircraft, which means that it will be quite difficult to aim them. But if you're flying in simulator battles, you probably want to set them to not have any vertical targeting and well, just shoot straight forward. It is easier then, because otherwise they will point upward too much. The 4 cannons get 180 rounds each, which totals up to 720 when you are fully reloaded. Let's see if I can find some fighters. I believe I have the MiG-15s straight on me. It rolls pretty well. With the large ailerons, I believe it would have turned a little bit better. But this is based on the MiG-15 flight model, so I suppose it gets the same stats. If you're used to flying the MiG-15, aiming should be very easy. But I don't fly it too often anymore because of the problems with pitch registration. So as you can see, I have some fairly big issues with aiming. Okay, so now that we have flown the J29 for a while, let's check out another Swedish aircraft. Let's just finish this mission. Return to hangar. But yeah, this the J29 is actually saw service. It is one of the few Swedish aircraft that actually did see service. It served in Congo, in the Congo crisis or Congo conflict or whatever it's called. Next up we have the J21. Let's take that out in simulator battles and see what this plane can do. The J21, sorry, first flew in 1943. It saw service in 45 and was later replaced by the J29 in 1951. It is a pusher aircraft, which means that it has the engine mounted in the rear and the propeller as well. This gives the pilot great visibility forwards, but it also makes ejecting very difficult. This means that Saab had to mount an ejection seat in it, and the J21 was actually the first aircraft in series production with an ejection seat. And as you can see, this is the cockpit. It is absolutely gorgeous. The creators spent a whole lot of time creating this. Not all dials work. The speedometer isn't as precise as you would want it to. I believe that is because the intervals aren't even. Rearwards visibility is not great, but I love looking backwards when I start up the engine, so let's lower flaps as well. Oh right, I need to set my controls to not be inverted. Okay. And I believe this aircraft is absolutely gorgeous. The J29, it looks better, the Flying Barrel, or Flygande Tunnan in Swedish. The J21 does not have any nickname as far as I am aware. It will pull quite a bit to the left. It is mounting a DB605 engine. I believe it's the DB605D, but I could be wrong. Okay, let's see if it takes off. Easily took off without any issues. Pull the flaps up and look at this thing climb. It has a very powerful engine, and Sure, it is quite heavy. It has double tail booms, and is fairly large. But it also has a very, very powerful engine. And this plane was actually one of two planes successfully converted into jet aircraft. The J29 and the what's called Yak 15 are the only two series production aircraft ever converted from piston-powered to jet-powered. Well, we can discuss the success of the conversion, but at least they made it. The J29 mostly saw attack roles. They carried rockets and bombs, and some of them even had gun pods below. I will show you a picture here. This is a picture I took at Jönköping's Flight Museum, and they had lots and lots of Swedish historical planes there. And this plane never saw any combat. But if it had, it would have been fighting Russian. I believe it was designed to face German 109s actually. But not only that, also some Russian planes like the Yaks and so on. This plane is armed with two 13mm cannons, machine guns, sorry. You can see one there and one on the other side. Two are in the nose, and then you have a 20mm cannon fitted in the nose as well, which means that it has quite a decent firepower. The first, or one of the prototypes, actually crashed when they tried to land it, because the landing gears are so tall, and they hadn't made them strong enough, so the landing gears broke off, and the plane skid along the ground. I don't believe anyone was seriously injured, but it definitely gave the designers something to think about. This flight model is something that the creator has made himself. I think it is based on a plane, but he has definitely made some changes to it, which is really nice to see. He used the F7F flight model earlier, but this flight model is actually called the J29, so I believe he made it himself. And if this plane comes into War Thunder in the actual game, I think this would be a great Tier 4 fighter, especially since it is a very good boom and zoom aircraft, and it has adequate armament with the 13mm and the 20mm cannons. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Let's just get my pen down, and boom! We got his crew. That is an M26 Pershing, and that looks like an IS-2 in the background. Take out the